Are you moving to Tampa and considering buying a condo? Then you've got to watch this video. Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel, Living in Tampa, where it's my goal to show you everything you need to know about eating, sleeping, playing, and living in the greater Tampa Bay area. Hey, if it's your first time to my channel, could you do me a huge favor? Hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you'll be notified every time that I release a new video. So as promised, today's video is going to be all about condos. If you're moving to Tampa, you're thinking about buying a condo, today I'm going to dive into the top pros and cons of condo living. So let's get to it. The top pros of living in a condo, in my opinion, the number one top pro is going to be the price. Most of the time, condos are going to be considerably cheaper than buying a single family home. Now, of course, that depends on the location, and especially when you're looking at the greater Tampa Bay area, because a lot of people move here to move to the beach. And now a condo on the beach is not necessarily going to be less than a single family home, because especially if you're up on one of the higher floors where you've got just those miles and miles of views, then that price is not going to be cheaper. But if you're looking just in the general inland areas of the Tampa Bay area, then yes, a condo is 9 times out of 10 going to be cheaper than a single family home. The other top pro of owning a condo and living in a condo is that you don't have to worry about the maintenance. So you don't have to be out there mowing your lawn, you don't have to be out there painting it, paying for, the roof, all of those things, arranging for all of those exterior items to be done, even if you're not doing them yourself, can be a headache. So one of the top pros to living in a condo is you don't have to worry about that maintenance of the exterior of the home. And the other upside to that is that if you're not here, it doesn't matter. If you need to go on a trip, if you want to go out of town for, a month, 2 months, 3 months, it doesn't really matter because you don't have to worry about the outside and everything's going to be fine while you're away. Another pro to living in a condo is the insurance is going to be cheaper because the building insurance is covered with some of the fees that you're paying, the monthly fees, which I'll get into later. Your homeowner's insurance is going to be very cheap because you're only insuring the inside of the unit, so from the walls in. So pretty much similar to a renter's policy. In most cases, from people that I've talked to, I understand that that policy is less than $1,000 a year, and it definitely depends on, the size of the condo, the types of belongings you have, and all of that stuff. Another pro to living in a condo is going to be all of the amenities that you have access to. Now, most of these condo buildings are going to have a nice little club room. Some of them have a fitness center. A lot of them have pools and hot tubs and grilling areas and all of those nice amenities for you to enjoy. And another nice thing about that is all of those things give you a chance to interact with people and make friends. So when you're living in a condo, it can be much easier to socialize. A lot of condo boards will also have a social activities director where they're arranging different activities every month, little get-togethers, cookouts, movie nights, game nights, things of that nature. So condos can be a very fun place to live. Another pro to living in a condo would be the security. So the way most of these condos are set up is when you walk into them, there's usually a little front desk area. If they're not having a manned desk, then they definitely have access cards that you can only get in if you have that card. So you've got that extra level of security protecting you and your home. And another reason that I think it's a great idea to buy a condo is the location. Now, a lot of times for the price that you would be paying for a single family home, the location of a condo at that same price is going to be much nicer. A lot of the condos are located in more of like the downtown areas or at the beach, as I mentioned before. But in Tampa, we actually have quite a few condos that are kind of all over the place, and most of them are in very convenient locations where you can have a walkable lifestyle. You don't necessarily always have to jump in your car to go and do something, and that's why the location of condos is very nice. Now, I should also cover some of the drawbacks of living in a condo, so let's get to that. The number one drawback, and the one that I get the most complaints about, would be the fees. So of course, with all of those amenities that I mentioned previously, and the fact that you don't have to mow the lawn, you don't have to take care of anything on the outside, of course you're going to have to pay fees. The fees are actually a little bit higher than most people are expecting. Now in the Tampa Bay area, I think they range from anywhere to about $200 to over at the beach. Sometimes they can be, $1,000 or more a month. The reason for that is the insurance. As I mentioned earlier, the building insurance is covered in your fees. So if you're living at the beach, of course, the insurance rates are really high because these are right on the water. So a large portion of your fee is going to pay for that building insurance. But on the flip side, a lot of times you do get a lot of nice things included in the fee that you pay. A lot of places offer you cable and internet, sewer, trash, water is included. These are all things you're going to be paying anyway, so you've got to factor that in when you're looking at the fees. So if you're paying a $300 monthly fee, but it includes your cable, internet, water, sewer, trash, I mean, you're probably realistically going to be spending $200 or more bucks a month on that if you were in a single family home. But plus you're getting the convenience and the amenities that the condo has to offer as well. Another thing that people can be concerned about when purchasing a condo are special assessments. So if the condo board has not factored into the fees some items that might need replacement, or if there's some unexpected item that breaks and needs to be repaired, and the budget does not have that factored in, then sometimes the condo board will have to levy a special assessment. So you won't always have control over that. But what I do urge condo owners to do is to be involved in the association. Make sure to attend those meetings so that you know what's going on. Vote in the votes that they put up, because you do have a say and it does make a difference. So you can somewhat control the assessments if you do stay involved, and urge other condo owners in your building to do the same. Another disadvantage with condos can be financing them. So sometimes it can be quite difficult to get a loan on some of these condos. Lenders have very odd rules, and you want to make sure that you're working with a lender that really knows what they're doing when it comes to condos, because Florida has some quirky things that happen, and I've had a lot of deals that have fallen apart at the last minute simply because a lender didn't know what they were doing. There is a condo questionnaire that has to be filled out, and that should be one of the very first things that your lender does. And if they don't do that, request that from the condo board. If they don't do that in a timely manner, everything that they're doing can be for nothing, because if one of those answers on that questionnaire comes back in a negative way that makes it where they cannot do that loan, then you've wasted all that time. So you've got to be careful with your financing. If you're looking to buy a condo, reach out to me. I do have an excellent resource for you if you need a lender. Another negative can be the pet restrictions. A lot of times condos will only allow a certain number of animals or a certain size animal, and sometimes that might not be what you have. So if you have any pets whatsoever, make sure that you're paying close attention to what the pet restrictions are. The most common weight limit that I see for animals in condos is about 25 pounds, and that's pretty small. So if you have a dog, make sure that you're keeping that in mind. Another issue can be parking. So sometimes there is not ample parking, and when you have guests come over, that can be troublesome. So be sure when you're going and looking at the condos that you're paying attention to how much parking there is. If you are, able to have a space for all of your vehicles that's an assigned space, or if it's just a first come, first serve type of thing, make sure that there are enough parking spaces to accommodate all of the residents, and also find out what the restrictions are when it comes to guest parking. Some of these associations can be very aggressive, and I've heard a lot of stories where people have had their cars towed or their friends' cars towed just when they came over to have dinner. Another disadvantage to living in a condo or buying a condo would be all of the rules. So with all of the amenities that the condos have to offer and all of the shared space that there is, obviously there have to be a lot of rules and regulations surrounding all of that. Sometimes these condo associations can go a little overboard with their rules. One example that I have is there is a condo association on the beach that I know about, I've been told about by some of my customers. that they don't allow children in their pool except during certain hours. And this is not an age-restricted condo community. It's just a regular condo community. But these condo associations can make whatever rules that they decide to make that are voted on and approved. And sometimes they do tend to go over the top. So yet another reason to get involved in the condo board to make sure that things like that don't happen in the condo building that you are purchasing in. And the last disadvantage to owning a condo or buying a condo would be the condo life itself. So that same token that I mentioned above, where you've got the built-in friends and everybody around you, an opportunity to socialize and things like that. Well, sometimes it can be a little too close for comfort, and you might have people that are a little nosy, people that always are in other people's business, and you're definitely not going to be keeping a lot of things secret. People are, watching your comings and goings. There's a lot of gossip that happens, and that can be one of the major disadvantages of living in a condo. Hey guys, so to go along with this condo video, I wanted to give you an example of some condos that are currently for sale in the Tampa market. I'm going to do one that's on the lower end over in Tampa, and then I am going to include an upper end one that's at the beach in Pinellas County as well, just to give you an idea from the low end to the high end what you get when you're looking at condos in the greater Tampa Bay area. So let's get started. This one is in Carrollwood. I'm here at this one on Pine Lake, which is in Carrollwood Village, and I'm going to give you a little tour and tell you about this condo. This is how it looks from the outside. This is the building next door. This is the actual building that the unit is in. And then you get these carports here with some assigned parking as well. And as you can see, it's a really pretty quiet area. Lots of mature landscaping. And you'd never know that you are literally a couple minutes away from Dale Mabry, which has everything and anything that you could ever need. So let's go upstairs. So here we are in this little condo. It's a 1-bedroom condo in the Carrollwood area. Carrollwood has been around a long, long time. It's one of the original suburbs of Tampa. So a lot of these were built, quite some time ago. They are currently working on the pool, but I still wanted to show you kind of a glimpse of what the amenities that you would have access to would be in this price point. That pool will be back to working here, before the high season, which is nice. But you're walking distance to that, and it's just a really nice little complex here. What's nice about this particular unit is that the kitchen has been remodeled. It's got this beautiful granite, nice big open space for you to have like a breakfast bar. Brand new appliances too. And I love how they did the backsplash with the overhead vent there. That's beautiful. These are nicely upgraded cabinets, so they did not skimp on that. And you've got those nice built-ins over there with your fireplace. And then the thing that's kind of dating this place is this mirror here. I would probably want to take that out. But you do have a half bath here for guests, which is nice. And then you have your own bedroom. Like I said, this is a 1-bedroom. Again, those closet mirror things there are kind of dated. I would probably change that. But the bathroom has been nicely done. It's got a very nice large shower. I love this backsplash that they use, this tile accent, I should say. And a nice vanity as well. So there you have it. It is obviously a small place, being a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, but for $159,000, I think this is a really good buy, especially in today's market, to have a nice remodeled kitchen, brand new carpet. This place is definitely move-in ready. and just waiting for your finishing touches. So actually, before we head over to Pinellas County, I did forget to tell you about the fees that are associated with this particular complex. So again, this unit is listed at $159,000. It's a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and the monthly fee for this complex is $381 a month. And what you get for that is all of your exterior maintenance. So they do mow the lawns, trim the bushes, weed eat, all of that is included. So you don't have to worry about spending any time or effort doing that. And they also include sewer, trash, and water. So you will be paying $381 for all of that, as well as getting access to the community pool and all of the common areas being kept up as well. One thing to keep in mind, again, with the fees is that a portion of those fees are going to pay insurance for the building. So when you go to get your insurance policy, you are going to only be paying to insure from the walls in and including your personal belongings, and that's going to be significantly cheaper than if you're buying an insurance policy for a single family home. So hope that helps, and now let's head over to Pinellas County and check out a condo over there. All right, guys, so I am at Tower Isle, which is a condo in Redington Shores, and I wanted to show you kind of a typical layout of a condo. Granted, this is a large unit, so most of them are only going to have 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, but this one has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths and an office. It was originally a unit and a half, but was combined into 1 unit. So when this building was built. So that is how it got to be so large. Again, most of them are going to be a little bit smaller, although there are, several buildings that do offer 3-bedroom, 2 baths for sure. Most of those that are Gulf front are going to be in the high, 800-900s, maybe $1 million. This one is probably worth about that. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what something like this looks like. So let's take a little tour. Hey guys, so here we are in 17400 Gulf Boulevard. This particular unit has been completely remodeled. As you can see, it's got a really nice large kitchen. And over here, it even has a walk-in pantry, which has got a little dining space and living room. I just wanted to show you the phenomenal view. So right when you come around the corner, the first thing that you see as you walk through the front door is this magnificent view of the ocean. This unit has a really big balcony. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you continue down this hallway here, you've got several bedrooms and bathrooms. So you've got 1 bathroom there, another bedroom here, and down this hallway takes you to another bedroom. All of these are Gulf front bedrooms, so out of those windows you can see the Gulf. And then here is the master bedroom. It's quite large, and it has its own private balcony. Very nice. And then over here, you will see the bathroom. There's his and her vanities. This is one of the vanities. And then when you go around the corner, you've got another vanity and an enormous shower. So it's a really nice setup. There is a walk-in closet as well. And then one more thing to show you, as if that wasn't enough. There's these cute barn doors. And this is an office space here that they have. They're not currently using it, but a nice office space and a bathroom, another bathroom here. So yeah, 3 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms. So plenty large. I think it's about 2,400 square feet. Definitely been remodeled, and like I said, something like this would sell for pretty close to the $1 million mark, but to be right on the water like that. So that is super nice to be right on the beach like that, but like I said, the fees at the beach are a little bit higher, so I did want to cover in this particular building what the fees are. So you're looking at, for the 1 bedrooms, about $450 a month. The 2 bedrooms are like $575, and the 3 bedrooms are pushing $700, I think like $690 maybe. What you get for that in this particular building does include your cable and internet and sewer, trash, water. So you take that into consideration. It does help kind of offset that cost. Like I said, you'd be paying that anyway. And then of course, being right on the Gulf, that is why it is higher, because the insurance on these buildings is very high. But it's not a bad price to pay, in my opinion, to be right on the water. And these units are beautiful. Well, there you have it. I hope that this answers all of your questions about living in a condo, the pros, the cons, whether it's something that would work well for you. Hey, if you're thinking about buying a condo in the Tampa Bay area, but you've got questions or you need help doing so, then don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. However you want to communicate with me is fine. When it comes to moving to Tampa, I've got your back. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell so you'll be notified every time that I release a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.